Hi there, sports fans. Ellwood City Wolverines middle school, high school football, bringing you live coverage here by Ellwood City Sports. My name is Brad Windhorst. We're bringing you live coverage here at 7 o'clock at Freedom High School. We have a football game here between the Freedom Bulldogs and the Ellwood City Wolverines. Thad Sturgeon, our commentator, our analyst, will be coming in a little bit late. He caught a little bit of traffic coming down from his nice, lovely farm in Fonbelle. So we will get started here shortly. Game's about ready to kick off in 8 minutes. They're going to be talking to the two teams, the captains and the head coaches. They're going to go through all the different roles and all the different guidelines, and we will have a kickoff here, I'm assuming, right around 7 o'clock. So we will sit here for a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about the matchup. This is the Ellwood City Wolverines network. We were supposed to be playing Union High School today at Union at 4 o'clock. Unfortunately, I believe Union High School, or their middle school, decided to not play the game, or possibly we'll have to look into it. They may have not played the season, but nonetheless, our awesome and great athletic director, Kurt Augustinelli, finally went and found a matchup. We got Freedom, and that's where we're at. So we're down here in Bethlehem, PA, bringing you live coverage of Ellwood City Wolverines versus the Freedom Bulldogs. While we have some time here, we're going to talk about our social media accounts. If you look on the screen right now, you'll see that we have 4 different places where we do all of our media. Today we were covering the high school co-ed soccer game between Ellwood City and New Brighton. A great matchup, a nice location actually that I enjoyed up being at Stiefel Park. Brought back some good memories for where the band practice and softball fields are during the summer. Unfortunately, the Wolverines did lose that matchup 5-4 in the first overtime. It was how they do it for soccer is 2 overtimes. If there's a score, it's a sudden death goal. Basically, whoever scores first, and they win the game. If not, no one scores, then it goes to tie. Unfortunately, New Brighton scored about 5 minutes into the first overtime, and they won the matchup 5-4. So again, if you want to see those stats, including this game stats and everything that we record live stream, you can view it on YouTube, our Ellwood City Wolverines channel there, Facebook, Twitter, and then also our website, www.ecwolverines.com. All right, so here we go. Freedom decided to kick the ball off. Ball is squibbed to the left side, or right side, apologize. Recovered by the Wolverines. Ball was taken at the 45, so we'll get started here. We do apologize, do not have rosters in front of me at the moment, so I'll be calling out numbers as is. When Thad comes into our booth here, he should be able to hopefully be able to call out some of these numbers. We did have a roster during our scrimmage, so we'll see if they match up or not. So Wolverines come out in the I formation, and we got somebody a little bit off, so reset here. I formation for the Wolverines. Handoff goes directly right to the back. Right up the middle, still pushing forward. Get some good yards there to the 49-yard line. So one play, and the Wolverines are already on Freedom Bulldogs' side of the field. Running the ball was number 22. So that sets up a 2nd down and 4 for the Wolverines. I have formation once again. Ball snapped by number 15, handed off to 22. Runs up the middle, jabs a little bit to the left, and then gets taken down by 2 players for the Bulldogs. gain of 1.5 yards, we'll say here. About 1 yard, actually. So setting up a 3rd down and 3 right around the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. I formation once again, number 15 under snap. Tosses the ball out to number 22, the left side. Follows his blockers, but a good tackle there by number 5 for the Bulldogs. A good tackle there. Unfortunately, a loss of 1 yard. It's going to set up a 4th down and 4 from the 49-yard line. So the Wolverines are going for it here. Set up once again with 2 wideouts and an I formation. 15's under snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right side, and unfortunately pays for it. Number 32 takes down from behind number 15, and unfortunately it's a loss and it's a stop on the downs. Ball turns over for the Freedom Bulldogs, and they'll take over at the Wolverines' 47-yard line. Again, in middle school, we play 8-minute quarters here. So we're down to 5:49 in this first quarter. Bulldogs take over. Starting quarterback for the Bulldogs is number 2. And unfortunately, a premature snap there, or premature false start by the right tackle, number 73, so 5-yard back up. We'll reset. We got a 1st and 15 now from the Bulldogs' 48-yard line. Number 2 hands the ball off to number 23, runs up the middle, follows his blockers, gets a couple good yards there, crosses the 50, down to the Wolverines' 49-yard line, picks up 3 yards, so 2nd down and 12. Two hands off quickly, right off to the left side fullback there. Couple more yards there for the Freedom Bulldogs. Get down to the Wolverines' 45-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 8 from the 45. Just under 5 minutes here in this first quarter. Beautiful night, beautiful weather like normal. I got to say, and I know when Thad comes here, we'll talk about the weather here a little bit. For the past 2 or 3 years, we have made it through all these beginning August into September and in October games, real good weather. So 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. 2 coils off, play action, throws the ball out there, does have a guy open. What a play by number 22. He knocks the ball down. A great pass break up there by the Wolverines, and that sets up now 4th down for the Bulldogs. Player for the Bulldogs was wide open. That was a great play. Looked good. Just need a little more air underneath there, and no doubt in my mind that would have been a touchdown, but a nice play by number 22, your deep safety there for the Wolverines. So 4th and 8 for the Bulldogs. Looks like they're going to punt. Good punt by the Bulldogs. Number 22 takes it for the Wolverines. Decides to not do a fair catch, and unfortunately pays the price for it. Gets hit pretty hard there. So inside the 20 for the Wolverines. Looks like they'll start about the 19 or so. But nonetheless, they take over 1st down and 10 for the Wolverines. 4:14 on the clock. And it looks like it's going to be a quick timeout by the Bulldogs. They must have had some kind of substitution issue there. Yeah, it looks like number 62 is coming in a little bit late, so a little substitution issue there, but nonetheless, a timeout by the Bulldogs. So 4:14 here in the first quarter. We got to see the Freedom Bulldogs brand new stadium, brand new turf field last year, and I tell you what, it is really, really, really good here. The field looks really awesome. The nice renovated field house right to the left with the Freedom Area Bulldogs logo on there looks really, really neat. If you've not been down to this stadium, I definitely tell you this is a great trip, a great location. You get to hear all of the transportation, the trains behind us down in the valley. Nice location for good football September weather. And one thing we don't have to worry about, again, another thing that Thad would be talking about, no glare tonight. Sun's covered up a little bit, no glare, perfect weather. All right, so the Wolverines will take over after the punt. First down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Starting in a pistol. Wide receiver comes in motion. Ball's handed off to number 22 once again. Kind of trips and falls and it gets tackled about the 22-yard line, so does pick up a couple of yards there. Both these teams right now are just running the ball. On first down, second down, and third down, and not looking to pass until those later downs. So they're looking to establish something. A lot of times in middle school, you look for that busted play or that one play where somebody can get going, get them out in the open space. So we'll see if we can get this going here for the Wolverines. Second down and, I believe, 7. Pistol once again. Hand off to number 26 coming across the screen. Gets the outside edge. Here we go. There's that play. He breaks it down to the 40, about the 42-yard line. That's a good pick up there by number 26 for the Wolverines. Again, we do apologize.
Dante Pierce.
There you go.
So,
hey, look
folks,
what we've got.
I apologize. They started the game early, and I will be late for my funeral. This is Thad Sturgeon. Brad, I'm sure you introduced yourself. Yeah, we do have other jobs, so sometimes they don't always go as planned. I apologize for being a little bit late, but I do have a roster for Ellwood. I don't know if you have one for
I do not,
Freedom
unfortunately, in front of me.
So, okay, well, just bear with us here, folks. But beautiful night for football. Love the stadium here at Freedom. Always nice to drive down through the hills of Beaver County to get here. In the shotgun now is Clay in there? Hand off there to number 22.
Oh, here we go.
Pass, and he's going to
go,
down
baby.
there.
Let's go.
There it is. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That is number
6, I believe?
Yes, Gavin Partridge. I was covered up. Gavin Partridge. How far was that? About 65 yards, Brad?
That would have been 58 yards. Yep, 58
Okay.
yards. 58
and who
yards.
threw it? I'm just catching up here. Was that number 22? Elijah Palmer McCain. Yes, 22. We saw him run all over the place last week.
We did.
In that scrimmage game, throwing the rock around a little bit tonight. So 6-0 here, extra point forthcoming. 2 minutes and 53 seconds gone. We are in the first quarter, aren't we?
We are in the first quarter.
Okay.
You haven't missed
I walked in here. I thought, man, I'm only a minute late, and there was like 5 minutes already gone. So big plays. We saw them last week in the scrimmage, and let's just hope we can keep that going again for this junior high or middle school. Going for 2. He's back to pass. There's backside pursuit. He throws it in there. That's a touch, the 2-point conversion to number 26 again, Dante Pierce. So Declan Gray, he's in there, quarterback, right? 15?
Yep.
Okay, the 2-point conversion from Clay to Dante Pierce is good. Going to make that score 8-0 here in the first quarter.
We'll stay here so that Thad can get his little take on tonight's game. We already talked about the weather. I called that. So, I mean, it's beautiful weather.
And,
we talked about the drive down.
And actually, we're looking into the sun here, but not super bright tonight, so it's not too bad to look into things and see like we sometimes find at our home field. But I'm playing on turf here down here at Freedom. This stadium, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Brad. Did you talk about that as well?
I did talk about it, which is perfect. Listen, you're nailing everything I just said. I said if Thad was here, he'd talk about the weather, he'd talk about the field and the field house.
All right. Well, you can tell we've been doing this for a couple years now. So, Dakota Marshall running camera for us tonight. So off to kick off for the Wolverines is number 66, Owen Andrews. The Wolverines coached by Frank Keeley, along with Alan Marsh, and Wally Gagrick is out there, been coaching these kids this summer. Here's the run-up and the kick. And we got a flag on the play, and they stopped the play before it ever got going.
So they're going to say offsides right in front of the ref here by the Bulldogs. So that's going to be a 5-yard extra gain there for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they normally don't blow it dead
Right.
if it was an offense, was offsides. But being that it was defense, someone got a little excited there and getting ready to hit somebody a little quicker than he needed to. So kicking off from the 45-yard line is Owen Andrews.
And to get you caught up on speed there, Thad, Bulldogs did use one timeout as well. So 3 timeouts for Ellwood, 2 for Bulldogs, 8-0 score.
The run up and the kick. Squibbed that kick and taken right there at about the 44-yard line was one of the upmen for Freedom. So we'll see Freedom's offense. I'm assuming they've been out here before.
They have. They had a really good play there on 4th and 8, a nice play-action pass. The wide receiver was left wide open with that play-action, but a nice play by number 22, the deep safety there for the Wolverines.
Elijah Palmer.
Yes, made a really fantastic good play.
Here's a handoff up the middle for the Bulldogs. Getting up from the bottom of the pile. See number 84 stepping up, and 26 was Dante Pierce. So the Bulldogs coming back up to the line on this 2nd down and 5. Number 2 handoff, number 3 hit there with authority. That was number 64 stepping right in there, taking care of business. Must have read that number wrong. I apologize because we have no 64 on the roster. Now 3rd and 5. Ball resting right at midfield. Hand up to that left side. Got a crease and there's a hole. Stretching them legs down to the 40, down all the way down to the 38-yard line. Number 56 in there. Luciano Gagrick on the stop. But not after about a 12. We're going to call it a 13-yard gain, bringing up a 1st down. Ball resting on the 37-yard line. The Bulldogs back up to the line. There's a hand off to that left side by number 5. Nice tackle. Nice takedown there by number 15, Declan Gray. You see him with as a quarterback, but he came up there out of that safety position and stopped the would-be runner for the Bulldogs. Actually lost a yard on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Just under a minute here in this first quarter. Fast-moving quarter.
Yeah, when you come when it's half over, it goes real fast. So I do apologize. Bringing up a 2nd down and 11. Number 2, under center. Oh, we had movement. I think we're going to get the Wolverines on that one. Got a little excited.
It does also feel weird to be playing 8-minute quarters instead of 12.
Yeah.
Feels a little
no,
different.
I beg your pardon.
So they are going to say a false start.
A false start against Freedom.
I didn't see anybody move for the Bulldogs, but I'm wondering if it was like when they go to snap the ball, the center maybe moves.
Give it on the center. We don't really hear numbers in high school, or we don't hear them up here, so we can't really point to anybody who'd done that. So clock back rolling. So 33 seconds left to go in this first quarter. In the shotgun now on this 2nd down and 16. Man in motion. High snap. And he just is going to fall on it back there to number 2. All the way back at the 35-yard line. High snap and 45, I beg your pardon. So start the clock back up. That will be the final play of the first quarter, with our Ellwood City Wolverines leading 8-0 on the long pass play. Big week in high school sports here at Ellwood City. So far this week, we saw the varsity volleyball team win 2 matches. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah, the varsity team went 2-0. They beat Laurel Monday nights, and then live on our stream in the big gym, they went and defeated New Brighton pretty easily, so they're 2-0. The JV team went and beat New Brighton in 2 sets as well, so they go to 1-1 after a tough loss against Laurel. They won the first set and then lost 2 in a row. So JV's 1-1, and the varsity's 2-0. You also had girls golf. Unfortunately, they lost yesterday by 4 strokes, but that is not telling of that score. They were playing Central Valley, and Central Valley is always a tough matchup. So they lost 210 to 214. We were just at the boys soccer game, the co-ed soccer game. They lost 5-4 in the first overtime to a sudden death goal by New Brighton. So they were started. And then this morning, we unfortunately, I forgot to post about it, 8 a.m. today and tomorrow is section singles for tennis for girls.
Very good. We'll keep you updated. Now, start of the second quarter here on this 3rd and 26 for the Bulldogs. Back to pass, looking down the field, throws it way down there. Oh, just bounced off the hands of the receiver for Freedom. He was thrown into coverage, but he had a step. I caught that a young man probably wishes he would have got his hands on. And that wouldn't have not been enough for the first down. Threw the ball about 20 yards downfield.
That's the second time the Freedom Bulldogs have had a really good setup play, and it just unfortunately couldn't capitalize.
So in punt formation is Freedom. Back to receive is Elijah Palmer McCain. Good snap. Soccer stick. Oh, kick. It takes a Freedom bounce all the way down to the Ellwood City 20-yard line. So Ellwood City will be taking over from their 20-yard line.
Again, not only have we talked about the weather, you can hear the trains. That's one thing I've always liked about where the stadium is located. It's right in the valley there with all the trains and transportation going up and down the valley river like that. So it's just there's something about this view. You have such a great skyline view here in the stadium.
Some things here. I don't know if we haven't really talked much today, Brad, but Freedom varsity football team is looking for
they're looking for their new coach, the 4th one in a couple years now. So it's unfortunate what's happened.
I don't know any of the details, but I just it was social media buzz today that Freedom coach after the first game of the season had resigned.
And you know what? That happened at the college level. There was a couple teams there at the college level that also had their
We'll
head
touch
coach
college here in a moment after this play. Gray under center. Handoff there, weaving his way through is number 26, Dante Pierce.
I was waiting for you. That was such a great plug. What's going on, Thad? What's going on?
Well,
what did we hear today?
Well, we've been saying, if you've listened, we said this is 1 year that we know Jim Harbaugh of the Michigan Wolverines will not lose to Ohio State. We can't say that with certainty anymore. The Big Ten is back in action. I think the Big Ten realized that the college football world was going on without them. So they said, hey, let's wake up and let's play some games. So I don't know much of the details. They're starting up here in mid-October. So Clay under center again. Sends a man in motion. Pitch out there to number 22. Elijah Pierce McCain. He weaves his way through. This kid's awesome. Gets his feeding. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Number 22. We say it many times. Elijah Palmer McCain. How far was that run? Whew, probably 76 yard run.
Something along those lines.
What a great run. I mean, they had him bottled up about 6 yards past that initial line of scrimmage. The young man just has such good balance. He actually was going down, pushed himself up with his hand. His knees never touched the ground, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, there was a couple
what
times
a pretty
there.
Run.
There was a couple times there. We no doubt both of us were thinking that he was going to be knocked down, get the first down.
Nice 10-yard, beautiful 10-yard run.
Right.
And that's one of the things we're seeing with that young man. He makes that 4, 8, 10-yard run turn into 60, 70 real fast. Handoff going for 2 points again. That was it was good.
Yeah, I like that play. It's like that quick little handoff there.
No, there was no handoff. They just lunged right through there. Did Declan Gray. I think he was in there at quarterback.
Okay, so there's just a QB sneak right up the middle.
Quarterback sneak on that left side.
I was going to say, neat little formation there.
We'll get some numbers here for you folks of the linemen who are starting tonight. We'd like to give as many shout-outs to the young men out there playing as we can. But 6:43 left to go here in that second quarter. Your Wolverines leading 16-0. So that Elijah Palmer McCain, what we saw last week, what we're seeing tonight. Actually saw him throwing the ball tonight.
I was going to say, we've seen him two different touchdowns now. He just needs a punt return, a kick return, and we got the whole shebang, and then catch one. We get the five-way effect there, I guess. So passing wise, and that wasn't just like a 20-yard pass or a little play action. That was a big pass. Then this one, so some really good plays and some nice schemes and play calls by the coaching staff for the Wolverines. Again, if you're going to catch us live, tomorrow we've got 2 golf matches that we're going to be headed to. They're at Del Mar. They will start not simultaneously, but one will start at 3 o'clock, one will start at 3:30. And then Friday night, we'll be coming live, 7 p.m. from New Brighton.
So kicking off now for the Wolverines, number 66, Owen Andrews. Run up and the kick. Hit the front man, hit it. He's taking it to the 38-yard line. Makes the first man miss. Host of Wolverines there to push him out of bounds. Also, we got junior high girls basketball tomorrow at Shenango. And we'll try to figure out how that's getting streamed, whether through Facebook Live or uploaded through the website. Had some issues there at the game Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're continually working on that.
The head coach went and contacted me, unfortunately. And this is something I've always had issues at Riverside. For some reason, at Riverside, their connection inside the gyms are unfortunately not the best. So they did lose their streaming a couple times. So they have a couple different shots of it.
So there's a handoff there. Driving his way forward and pushing the Powell. Still pushing that Powell for probably a 10-yard gain. Taken down there by number 78, P.J. Du Bois. But not after a 10-yard gain. He really drugged some would-be tacklers there for the Wolverines. Got Matthew Flumer out there. Number 75, Aaron Johnson Jr. See him out there on the line. Number 12, Rondell Irving. There's a handoff. Slowed down there at the line of scrimmage and then hit hard.
Oh, it stripped the ball.
Big man with the football. P.J. Du Bois stripped. Who was that? Let me see the replay. Number 54.
Number 54.
Declan O'Brien with the initial hard hit at the line of scrimmage. As Declan was pulling him down, the ball comes out. Thank you very much. P.J. Du Bois picks it up, rumbles for a couple yards. Turnover, Freedom, Ellwood City football right at midfield.
And I tell you what, that's an iconic number 54. If you think way back at the varsity level, you had Colton Cunningham, the star middle linebacker. I tell you what, that 54 right there just filled it. Filled the gap,
very well do that.
made a great tackle, and then stripped the ball for turnover. Once again, Wolverines taking over.
I really don't even think PJ had to pick it up. It kind of
just fell right in his hands.
Right into him. Don't forget, folks, this game is being streamed live tonight, and it'll be up for viewing at the ecwolverines.com website for your viewing pleasure. Okay, Gray under center. Hand off. Makes him miss. He's at the 45, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Guess who? Number 22, Elijah Palmer McCain on the 50-yard run. I tell you what, if you don't take this guy down on the first hit, you're chasing him.
Wow.
He got some blocking up front, got through that initial line of scrimmage, and them long legs just stride down the field. 50-yard touchdown. Wow.
100-plus yards, and maybe even close to 150-plus yards of total offense.
He's got 120 on 2 plays.
Right. We're not even at halftime yet.
Wow, 22-0. Looks like they're going to go for 2 points again. We talk a lot about Elijah's running, but credit that front line. He's getting some little holes there.
Right.
And we're looking at a running back there that's don't need a driveway to run through. You give him a crack, which he's getting, he's going a long way. Clay under center. Oh, didn't get it that time. Handed off there to number 2, Dominic Hogue, and sniffed out nicely by the Bulldog defense, taking him down in the backfield.
So our score remains 22-0 Wolverines with 5:55 in this first half. You can't say anything better. You cannot wish for a better half so far by the Wolverines.
Exactly. They've gotten a turnover. They've scored off their turnover on that very next possession. They've been able to run the ball. They've been able to pass the ball. Special teams has been good. So yes, wonderful.
We talked about this during the scrimmage game. That the potential, it's there.
Yep, I think it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch.
Yes, some great plays.
But looking down there in the sidelines of Freedom, there's some meat down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our guys maybe are a little more size for size this week than last week, but our guys are pushing their guys around.
Yep.
Samuel Landis is out there. Number 6, Gavin Partridge. Number 42, Jacob Biscup. On this side, number 24 is Alex Grinnan. Number 14 is out there, Caden Daccio on this kickoff team with the run-up and the kick. Owen Andrews. End over end kick taken at about the 27-yard line. Finding his way through the middle. He's got a hole. Makes a man miss. And Brott still on his feet. Hard man to bring down. Was slowed up several times, but kept going north and south. Did the runner for Freedom. He probably ran about 15 yards after the initial hit and eventually was brought down by a host of Wolverines. So Freedom, nice field position to start. Maybe one of their best of the night right there at just short of midfield in their own territory. We'll just call it at the 50-yard line. There's a handoff. Hit there by number 84, Matthew Flumer. To make that initial stop with some help there from number 78, P.J. Du Bois. Not after, about a 5-yard gain. We're going to call it 2nd down and 5. Flumer checking out of the game. Coming in for him is number 16, Christopher Smiley. There's a handoff coming this right side. Hit there, slowed up by number 16, Christopher Smiley, and then come up and finished off. We're going to give Declan O'Brien a chance for getting in there to make a hit. Number 77, Shane Lutz, was there as well. I think that I'm liking to see, and you don't always see it on like a junior high team, somebody's making an initial hit, and there's a couple of his buddies there to help finish it off. I think they got these kids coached to not watch the game, play the game, get in there, get your nose in there, and get it dirty and finish things off.
Right. Fill those gaps, make the play.
Back to pass, rolling out to his right. Dumps the ball. Nice pass to number 32. He's got some running room. Taken down there to 28-yard line by number 22, Elijah Palmer McCain, but not after. Well, biggest gain of the night, I would think, for Freedom, down to the 23-yard line. So pickup of about 23 on the play, on the pass play. We saw Mohawk do that to the varsity defense all last week. Send some guys deep and then drag that man, behind the linebackers to make a catch and then move forward. Head movement there. Big number 73. Got a little anxious on that play. They're going to mark 5 yards off for a false start for Freedom. That'll bring up a 1st and 15 from the 28-yard line. Under centers, number 2. Sends a man in motion. Pitches out there, misses the man with the pitch. Hits one man, number 5. Busted play there, but sniffed out nicely. Number 16, Christopher Smiley in there. But when the quarterback pitched the ball to the out man, it hit the would-be blocker and fell into the arm. So the timing of the play just got completely messed up. Shane Lutz was in the backfield there to disrupt things as well. Made something out of nothing on that play, but does bring up a 2nd and 15. In the shotgun this time is number 2. He's back to pass. Got some pressure. Throws the ball deep down there. Did he catch it?
He did.
He did. Interception by number 6, Gavin Partridge. Gavin outran the coverage and just played the ball.
Wow.
And made a nice catch. And that's like,
yep, he did hold on to it.
That's like, I saw the replay too. That's a good call by the officials. Wow. Gavin Partridge with the interception. Remember that one, folks. You might want to go back and take a look at that catch. That's like a wide receiver catch, not a. What was that Chuck Noll said? That's what's the difference between a wide receiver and a cornerback?
Who's that now?
Chuck Noll, the great Chuck Noll.
I know who we're talking about.
The difference between a wide receiver and a cornerback is a cornerback can't catch. But he did that one. 3 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. Second turnover tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yes, second turnover. Chuck Noll's pretty famous for the Wolverines, all right, isn't he, right? Or who am I thinking of?
That's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chuck Noll.
I know. Who am I thinking of?
You just dropped like 3 points.
No.
We had illegal procedure there. I think we had a flag on the play.
Who was the legendary coach back in way back when for the Wolverines? That went to the NFL.
Oh, Chuck Knox.
Chuck Knox. That's what I'm
sorry.
thinking
Yes,
of.
Chuck Knox.
I'm thinking of Chuck Knox.
The only man
Knox,
has 2 stadium students.
Yes.
He has 2 stadiums.
Yeah, 2 stadiums.
The one in Seattle and Robert Morris.
Yes.
Fun fact you should know.
Listen, my fun facts are. That's Friday fun facts.
3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here. The Wolverines leading the contest 22-0.
It's different to see.
1st and 15.
It's different to see football on a stream on a Wednesday night. Just feels different. Just feels different. It is Wednesday night.
It is.
Okay. At least I got that one right.
So Gray in the shotgun. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right, sends one of them in motion. Quick pass out there and just never developed. Declan was under pressure really quick in there. They were trying to do almost like a bubble screen, if you will, and just never had a chance to develop. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15.
And somehow, actually, that was probably the best result of that play. Because if he did not get that off real quick, he was going to be taken down, pin him back.
Kind of a heads-up play by him just to get the ball forward.
Number 12, I believe, was in the vicinity there, so no grounding or anything like that.
2nd and 15. Gray on the keeper this time. Falls his way forward and just got tripped up. Really, if he wouldn't have got tripped up by the lineman, would have been a lot more on that play. Pick up of, we'll give him 2 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 13. There are some fans here tonight. I'm not sure what the freedom rules are, but we've got some Ellwood fans across the way as well. So
as long as we maintain that 250 rule, we're good.
There's no bands, so you don't have those numbers.
And it's the same thing at the soccer field. There was fans at the soccer field, and as long as you're at 250 or less with everybody total, you're golden. That is the rule.
Gray under center. Gets the snap. Hand off there to Elijah. This time he's taken down after a short gain of about 3 yards. Going to bring up 4th down and a long 10 for the Wolverines.
And that was a little victory there for the Bulldogs because now they get the ball back right before the half.
Minute 51 left to go here in this 2nd quarter. Clock is running. I just want to clarify, though, you better check with the schools before the parents that are out there listening.
Yes.
There's different rules.
And each school district has their own rules.
Is different, so we're not saying that Ellwood will have fans there next week. We're not to decide that. We're just telling you what we're seeing here. High end over end
Good kick.
Beautiful kick. Woo! Ball's still rolling down to the 19-yard line. Good grief, that was about a
Let's see, that'd be 30, 20, that's 50. That's a 51-yard punt down to the 29-yard line.
Down to the 29. And I said it rolled, but it didn't roll like 30 yards like we see some punts. That was a nice punt.
Nice and solid, yep. But, yeah, I like to extend on what Thad said. Yes, before you make any decision for any event, especially outdoors because you're at 250, make sure you make sure you know the rules. We do not dictate anything. And it's tough because indoors it's 25. And unfortunately, Thad's not able to come. Dakota's not able to come. It has a one-man wrecking crew indoors.
So, Freedom with 2 timeouts remaining. I think we have a timeout here by Ellwood City. So they have 2 remaining. Freedom has 2 remaining with minute 19 left to go here in this 1st quarter. Saw today the Ellwood City Wolverines football team is having a raffle, a gun raffle.
Yep.
$10 donation toward that. I believe the cutoff date for that is October 30th. So if you want to support the Wolverines, I don't know if there's a cash option with that too if you're not into guns, but 2 guns to pick from when I looked at it real quick. See one of the players, see one of the parents. Sam Teolis does a fantastic job as booster president. Contact him. If you're in Ellwood City, everybody knows Sam. And they will find a way to get you some tickets. And I know they would greatly, greatly appreciate any support that they can be given right now.
Right.
All these booster organizations went 6 months during the pandemic, not really having a chance to make any extra money or do their normal fundraisers that they would do each and every year. So I did notice that one today. I wanted to make a mention of it tonight. I'll do it again Friday night. But it's a lottery deal where you match the lottery numbers. So get your chance of getting something real nice and helping out the booster organization as well. Wolverines on defense. Bulldogs setting up shot. High snap. Hand off there to number 23 around that left side. Got some blockers. There's a flag. I think this is going to be coming back. But big time hit there. Declan Clay up in there. Number 78, P.J. Du Bois was falling around there too. Young man for Freedom, a little slow at getting up. Took a pretty good hit there from about 3 Wolverines. Gives the thumbs up. He's up walking around. And So offensive holding on the Freedom Bulldogs. So that play is going to come back. That's a spot foul, 10 yards. Going to take that ball back all the way back to the 21-yard line. That's going to be about a 1st and 20, 55 seconds on a rolling clock here at Bulldog Stadium.
I think what you're probably going to see is just them handing the ball off.
Yeah,
Maybe a broken tackle. Who knows?
Right, but they don't seem to be in a hurry.
Right.
On this 1st and 20.
Oh.
Wow, who did that?
Woo.
Sack on the play. Was that number 15, Declan Clay, in there on the sack?
Number 16.
Number 16.
Yep, 16.
Yeah, 16 was there. Yes.
Woo-hoo. Nobody
yes,
blocked
Christopher Smiley came off that left side and kind of did a fake handoff there, and that's where I got Declan Clay. He went to the ball handler and had him well taken care of, and then Christopher Smiley in there to finish off the deal for the sack. Loss of 5 on the play. And that is going to be the final play of this half. Your Ellwood City Wolverines 22, the Freedom Bulldogs 0. We're just going to take a break here. How long is this halftime, Brad? Is it any different here?
I am honestly, your guess is as good as mine, so we'll find out here
on
shortly.
The clock. But stick with us. We're going to catch our breath and come back for live action. Welcome back, folks, to Bulldog Stadium down here in Freedom, Pennsylvania, where the Ellwood City Middle School Wolverines are leading the contest 22-0. Sun's obviously gone down now. We're under the lights, and very comfortable night here for football. The Bulldogs will be receiving the ball. We didn't really keep stats in that first half, but just the team did great on offense. They did great on defense. Pretty good on special teams. Really all facets for Coach Keeley's Wolverines are playing, hitting all cylinders right now. So off to kick off is Owen Andrews, number 66. The run-up squib kick there. Missed the ball. There's a scramble for it. And who got the ball? I think we're going to be Freedom. Yes, Freedom's ball right at the 40-yard line. So we saw the Wolverines on that. They scored on a pass play and 2 long runs from Elijah Palmer McCain. They had a fumble recovery. P.J. Dubois recovered a fumble, and that was interception by the Wolverine defense. And they've not turned the ball over as well. Handoff there, hit hard quickly by number 16. That was Christopher Smiley. And he had some buddies up there to help him finish it off. P.J. Dubois, we've said his name several times tonight in there on stops. So no gain on the play, going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. I do see a few Ellwood fans here. Took a little walk, and some of them came down to watch the Wolverines play. There's a quick handoff. First wave misses.
Good tackle.
Good tackle there. Sure. I think that was 76. Emery Lutz, maybe? Okay, Caden Daccio. He came up to make that initial hit. So no gain on that play. 3rd and 10. Looks like the Wolverines are wanting to do a little blitzing here. They're creeping up to that line.
Fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Wolverines.
Just a bad position there. Unfortunately, the Bulldog players kind of ran into each other when he was trying to hand it off, pitch it.
There.
Yep.
That was number 16 in there. Christopher Smiley jumping on the ball.
So that's the 3rd turnover now.
Third
for the Bulldogs.
turnover, and just beautiful field position now for the Wolverines.
Right.
Ball on their 40 or the Freedom 41-yard line.
And so far, they're 2 for 2 on converting turnovers.
Yes, they are.
So
yes, Declan Gray in their quarterback. There's a handoff to number 26, jet sweep around that right side. Got the edge, picked up a little bit. Was Dante Pierce. Showed a burst of speed around that side, but just ran out of green grass and real estate. But nonetheless, gained about 4 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. Hey, got to give a shout out to our friends over at Doggone Bar and Eatery. They got the game on there tonight. So if you're looking for something to eat, some refreshment, and watch the game, they got it on the screen. They'll have it on there Friday night as well. So hello to our friends at Doggone. Gray handoff on the keeper. Falls his way forward, pick up a 4 on the play. Tried a little more misdirection there on that play. We have maybe a little new wrinkle in the offense where they sent Elijah one way, and Declan Gray just pulled that ball, kept the ball. I don't know if you call that almost like a read option that he was maybe doing there, where hey, you saw that right side was filled up for Elijah. Let's just hold on to the ball and get some positive yardage, which they did, about 2 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. In the shotgun is Gray. Back to pass. Quick pass over to, just through the hands of Flumer.
And he
had
was
his
open.
man there. He was open. He really came off of that tight end position. So he did, Brad, and just settled there behind the line of scrimmage. And just got up there and just didn't get the ball squeezed to get the first down. So we're bringing up 4th down and 4. Ball on the 35-yard line. Appears that they are going to go for it. So got one wide out to the right. That's Gavin Partridge. Kid that made a nice interception catch. Back to pass. Same play again. This time Flumer got it. Big tight end out there. Takes the ball down to the 20-yard line. Got the first down. Needed 4. Got about 15. That was kind of nice. They come back to Flumer. He got his hands on the ball that time. He just settles in there. Just a nice design play. Everyone else was covered. I know we're just talking about an 8th grader. But Gray in here quarterback, we've seen him in 2 games now, really just looks comfortable. He don't seem to get rattled, kind of surveys the whole field, making wise decisions. So, new set of downs for the Wolverines. They're inside that red zone. We got to find a name for it. Somebody give us one. Gray, hand off to number 22.
26.
26. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
There's is it just me or is there like a dark spot out there in the field? Maybe it's I'm just not seeing the numbers real clear.
I'll leave that one go.
Pickup of 6. I love this field. Okay, give it up. But it's one maybe fault I've seen so far. Was that a joke about me being bald and reflection off the glass?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
Absolutely nothing.
now I get
Absolutely
it.
not.
You'll get old someday too, buddy. Okay,
Yep.
Gray, under center. Hand off. Spins does number 22. That was Elijah. No, 26. That was Pierce again.
Yeah, it's going to be either
Rolls his
22.
way forward,
Yep. It's going to be
they're almost, it looks like they're using Elijah as a decoy. Right. They're focusing in on him, and Pierce is getting some nice running yards.
It almost looks like they're splitting the carries now.
Yep.
Where they're just saying either 22, 26, 22, 26.
Yep. So that was the first down. Ball now on the 18-yard line. I don't think they moved the clock. Moving that pile forward. Ball was on the 13-yard line. And positive yardage on the play.
I believe that was number 26 again.
Yeah, Pierce rolls his way forward. Carried a defensive lineman for a ways. Got the ball down there inside the 5-yard line. Looks to be at about the 4. I think our clock operator fell asleep. I'm not sure where we're at.
That's been happening all night long.
Gray up the middle, into the end zone for that 4-yard run. Declan Gray on the quarterback keeper. Didn't go over the left side this time. Followed that right side of the line and into the end zone he fell for the Wolverine touchdown. Nice second effort there by Gray. Making the score 28-0. 3:16 left to go here in this third quarter. Smell that. So they're going to go, it appears they're going to go for the 2-point conversion again. Pierce and Elijah in the backfield. Great handoff there to Elijah around that left side. Untouched into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That makes the score 30-0 for the Ellwood City Wolverines. We'll take a quick timeout here. Welcome back, folks. The score 30-0. Our Ellwood City Wolverines leading Freedom. So 3:16 left to go here in the third quarter. The Wolverines leading 30-0. Owen Andrews run up in the kick. Taken there, fallen on at the 35-yard line by one of the Freedom Bulldogs. So on defense out here now, we got number 54. Declan O'Brien said his name several times tonight. Number 64. I got the wrong number there. Number 16, Christopher Smiley on that front line. P.J. Du Bois. So 1st and 10 for Freedom. Ball on the 35-yard line. On the keepers, the quarterback weaves his way through, hit hard and taken down nicely by number 15, Declan Gray. Nice tackle. Came across from that linebacker position, stayed with the play, made a nice hit and a takedown after about a 4-yard gain. So going to bring, well, I already have them 5. 2nd down and 5. Is the Freedom Bulldogs losing in this contest 30-0. Under center. Man, pitch back there to number 5. Looking downfield. Reverses his field, comes back to the near side. Hit there and slowed down and taken down by number 16, Christopher Smiley. I thought Christopher got beat on the play, but he held on and able to drag the guy down, but not after about a 8-yard gain. The runner for Freedom really was running that left side. I thought they about had him in the backfield, but he's able to reverse his motion and come to the near sidelines for a nice pickup of 8 yards. Ball on the Bulldogs' 48-yard line. Handoff. Smiley slowed him down that time. Still running. Taken down. Underneath the pile coming up. That's number 61, Mason Walters. Some other Wolverines in there on the tackle as well. Credit Smiley for slowing him up and letting the defense pursue. I said it before, and it's just I'm quite impressed with how the pursuit of this Wolverine defense is playing. They know where that ball is,
right,
and they're finding their way to it.
And they're keeping it in front of them.
Yeah.
That's what's key. Nothing's getting behind them.
Maybe we can talk about Freedom, maybe watching the plays a little bit too much.
Right.
On the keeper, quarterback keeper was number 2. Got through the initial wave of tacklers. And then taken down there, Declan Gray making the initial stop. Pickup of about 5 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. Winding clock here. 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Don't forget, folks, Friday night we will be live from New Brighton as our varsity team travels down to New Brighton to play them.
The Lions.
The New Brighton Lions. Handoff there, pushing and weaving his way forward, but not after about a 10-yard, 12-yard gain. The runner. 56 up in there on the stop, Luciano Gagrick. That's enough for a Bulldog 1st down. Just 17 seconds left to go in this winding clock. I do believe that was our last play of the third quarter as we wind it down officially. So we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Our Ellwood City Wolverines 30, Freedom Bulldogs 0. Welcome back, folks. We're going to start this fourth quarter. 8 minutes remaining in this contest. Wolverines leading 30-0. New set of downs for the Bulldogs at 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Man in motion. Hand off the left side. Up that right side goes number 22. Gang tackle there. Still pushing a pile ahead. No, there was a fumble on the play.
Yep.
I think we got a fumble. It's on the far side of the field, but you can obviously see by the reaction. There's about 8 Wolverines bringing that guy down. And yep.
The entire team.
I almost think PJ got on that ball again. I'm trying to look at numbers.
And what is it now? 4 turnovers?
Yeah,
4 turnovers. Doesn't help the
turnovers by
cause.
the Bulldogs. That was a nice run by Freedom.
It was a good run. And
Youngman
unfortunately,
was trying to make more out of something, and
sometimes that doesn't work well.
there was literally 5, maybe 6 white, blue and white jerseys around them. So, Wolverines ball on the 29-yard line. Great, sweet. Ball falls, fumbled there, but picked up by one of the linemen for the Wolverines. They got the ball, 72. Evan Twiddell was able to get the ball. The quarterback exchange just did not go smoothly.
Oh, the clock. It hasn't moved. We're still on 7:40.
Okay. Some people just don't want to go home.
Apparently not.
So, yeah, we're having some discrepancies on the clock here. Gray, he's back to pass, looking to right. Tonight, the pass was intended for Dante Pierce, and would have been a difficult catch. He had his mitts on it. He was well covered on the play. Just wasn't really able to get the ball. Gray just threw the ball right past the Bulldog defender's head. That was a situation I don't think the receiver had a chance to really see the ball until it was actually in his hands. So, 3rd and 13. 3 wide outs to the right this time. 1 to the left. Gray back to pass. Got a man down deep. Oh, just overthrew Dante Pierce. Love the play set up there. Just the timing was off. One of the first times tonight, Gray was maybe had some pressure coming. Felt that backside pressure coming. Threw the ball. Another second. Dante Pierce would still be running with the ball. But ball falls incomplete. We're getting the clock set up back.
I'm really confused on this clock.
No, the official just made it right.
Okay.
6:46 left to go. Here's the punt. Driving punt this time. Still taking Ellwood back.
Oh, that's a fumble.
That's a live ball. Recovered by number 12, Rondell Irving. Ill-advised. I mean, you see it in pro ball too. Young man went to try to get that bouncing ball, bounced off his hands, and right there on the coverage team, down the field quick, number 12, Rondell Irving with the fumble recovery. Bulldogs' 5th turnover on the evening. Wolverines set up shop inside Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line.
I'll do the clock system. I just can't do this right now.
We know it. We're assuming we feel our clock on the screen is correct.
There we go.
So, Gray.
Well,
pitch to number 22, Elijah. First wave misses.
We go.
Man to beat. He got him beat. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Elijah Palmer McCain. 48-yard touchdown run.
But
we got a flag.
There's a flag at the 44.
Hold the phone, Mabel. We got a flag
43.
back here.
Right at the 43-yard line.
He was basically untouched. He just
and you know what this is going to be? It's going to be some type of holding. Yep. It's so tough because usually when they call those holding plays on those big gainers, it's just just a tug and it's enough.
Yep, enough to do it.
Man.
So holding on Wolverines. That's a spot foul. And the infraction happened at the 42. So you're going to take it back to the 48. So it's going to put the ball at the 45-yard line. Bring up a first and I'm going to call it 15. Two tight ends, one to the right, one to the left. Back to pass is Gray. Got a guy down there.
Good catch.
Nice catch.
Go, baby.
Pierce at the 30. Get down there, buddy. 20. 15. He's pushed in. 10-5. Touchdown. Whoa, just take that penalty. Not worry about it. That's a 53-yard pass play to number 26, Dante Pierce. They had him about 3 times. He kind of tiptoed the line after he first caught the ball, and a nice catch. 10-yard pass goes for 48 yards.
That was the whole package. The great catch, kept his feet in bounds, broke off 2 or 3 tackles, dances in the end zone.
Yep.
Touchdown
Wolverines. 36-0. I'm assuming we have mercy rule here.
Mercy me.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but we'll find out here shortly.
I think we're feeling pretty good about this one.
Here's hoping for that clock keep moving.
So 36-0, 6:19 left to go in this contest. Wolverines in complete control. If we kept the stats, that's 5 turnovers, and we've scored touchdowns off of 3 of them.
Right.
You'll take that conversion.
Yep.
Any day of the week.
Any day.
So going for 2, got to spread out, one to the right, one to the left. Gray under center. He surveys. Hand off there to number 2. Driving forward with push the pow in. And he is in. It took the officials a little bit of time. They had some help from the Wolverine offensive line. But we're going to give them that 2-point conversion. That was Dominic Hogue, number 2, on that 2-point conversion. So 6:19. 38-0. We're going to take a quick break. Welcome back, folks. 6:19 left to go here in this contest in the fourth quarter. Wolverines in a commanding 38-0 lead. Just gotta love all facets of the Wolverine game tonight. Clicking on offense, defense, pass plays, running plays, contributions on so many people from defense. Run up and a kick there. Take in at the 30. Not much room there to run. And number 14, Caden Daccio, was there to meet him. Made that first initial hit. About a 3-yard return on that kickoff return. So, reminder, folks, we got New Brighton Lions Friday night, 7 o'clock. Pregame's probably going to be at 6:45. Keep in tune with ecwolverines.com for all the sports actions. A busy day tomorrow, it sounds like, with junior high basketball. We had tennis tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And golf matches tomorrow afternoon. The one thing we need to bear in mind, our viewers and listeners need to know, we cannot put the link up for the Friday night football game until our last school function that we cover. YouTube will not allow. YouTube will not allow. Go ahead, Brad.
YouTube does allow it. The only downfall is, unfortunately, if anything changes or if there's anything that I have to go back and change, unfortunately, I can't change it until it goes live. So for that purpose, what I always do is I start the stream the moment that I can. So like tomorrow's both golf matches will be done via social media accounts, so there will be nothing live stream. So tonight I will have the live stream the URL, the YouTube link posted. It'll be on our website. It'll be ready to go tonight for those to view it. It'll be sent to our awesome athletic director, Kurt Agustinelli. It'll be sent to Ricky Venezzi tonight, WXED, the whole works.
Okay,
We'll talk a little more about
first
that.
and 10, Bulldogs. Hand off there, coming to the right side. Come on, number 12 there to hit him. He escapes that tackler, and then everybody was there for the Wolverines. Rondell Irving made that initial hit in the backfield. The tackler was able to slip out of that grass and pick up about 5 yards.
The key thing is if you just go and subscribe to our Ellwood City Wolverines YouTube channel, you will get notified every single time, no matter what.
Right.
Even
I think
if
it's important enough you don't have the URL. If you go to YouTube, punch in Elwood City Wolverines.
Yeah. There's an event.
Because I get the notifications every time I'm here.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that's just trying to make it as easy for you. We got this pandemic going on. People can't get to the stadiums to watch. We're doing everything we can to make it easy. There's a handoff taken down from behind. Was number 12 again, Rondell Irving. Not after about an 8-yard gain. Going to bring up a first down. That was enough for a first down. Checking in now, we see Elijah Palmer McCain coming out of the game. Number 8 coming in, Derek Allen. Number 14 leaving the game, Caden Daccio. Didn't see who all came in for him. We'll try to get some names out here for you in the remaining minutes of this game. There's a handoff. Number 45 there makes that initial hit. Logan Shriver. Had some help from friends there to bring him down the rest of the way. Number 50, Aiden Frisk was in there for the stop. 9-yard gain for the Bulldogs. Going to bring up a second down and 1. Number 24 checking in, Alex Grinnan.
Talking about the streams wise, if any away team or another school is streaming one of our events, we will post those links in there for you on our social media accounts.
Handoff there. Not much running room there. I don't know if he got enough for the first down or not. That's one thing you want to just make people aware of. Like when the volleyball team is playing at Laurel, because the numbers have only been 25, we're piggybacking off of their stream. As when Laurel, I'm just using Laurel as an example, when they come to Ellwood, all the schools are really working well together to get the players, get the sports covered.
Correct.
Number 2, handoff there up that left side. He's got down to the 30, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown for number 3 from Freedom. Runs that play about 42 yards for the Bulldogs' first score of the evening. So that makes it 38-6. Wolverines, I'm sure we're hoping to pitch that shutout tonight, but we'll take a 38-point lead any day of the week. We're the junior high next. Do you have that or on you, Brad? Maybe not.
I do somewhere.
If not, next week's game, I'm pretty sure it is home. And it's Wednesday night, but I'm not sure of the time, if it's a 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock game. But as I said before, you'll be alerted. We'll have that information. That was a 2-point conversion try there, and it is no good. No good. Number 77, Shane Lutz. I'm thinking he was in there on the stop because he was pretty excited when he got up off the ball of that pow.
So 2:29 left in this contest here. Score remains 38-6. But the one thing that has been really nice is, like I said, it's tough to coordinate these things when all the stuff was done last minute, right before the season started. So we got to give a shout out to the athletic director at Ellwood. Kurt Agustinelli has been awesome. I know for us wise, if something is not right, he'll try his best in any way or form or fashion that he can try and fix something.
Well,
the big thing, and this is where it's tough, and I know every night he likes getting a text from Brad Windhorst asking where to go next. Schedule changes happen. Like tonight, this was technically supposed to be at Union, and Union didn't have they didn't have a middle school team. So sure enough, Freedom came calling. He set up this game. So schedule changes, location changes. We got to give a shout out for all the athletic directors, for that matter.
Yeah.
Around Western
the
PA.
way the summer went coming into the school year, there were just so many unknowns. So hats off to the coaches, athletic directors. And here's a run up and the kick, high end over and
Good
kick.
Good kick. It just drops.
Picked up there. But number 22
return.
over that left side. There's the 45 man miss. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Number 22, Elijah Palmer McLean. Wow. Great run back there by Elijah of about 70 yards.
There is an orange thing in the middle of the field, and that's the tee for the kickoff.
Yep,
so
yep,
we are good.
We're good. So we asked him to throw a touchdown. We asked him to run a touchdown. Now we got him on a return. So
That's 3.
That's 3 of the
Give
5.
me 2 more.
2:15 left to go here in the contest. I don't think we're going to see that happen, but a great night for Elijah McCain. So fast. And that ability to make that first man miss, and he's off to the races. So their Piers are going to go for 2 points again.
And you can see this is kind of, I don't want to say running up the score. It's not. What they do here, this is a short down play here. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's practice, but indirectly you're trying that 2-yard, 1-yard gain.
I guess I'm questioning more is do they have a kicker to kick field
that's
goals
the next thing
extra
too.
points? We've seen them go for 2 all night.
Right.
And
I haven't.
We've seen a lot of schools do that over the years.
I haven't
Is
been
that
to
Christopher
many.
Smiley coming in there as quarterback? Yep.
Yep.
We saw him in there last week in the cleanup role. Number 5 in that backfield. Got man to the right, man to the left for Smiley. Keeps the ball rolling out. Oh, just threw the ball a little bit short to number 5, Nathan Kennedy. Could not get his ball false, incomplete. So there is no 2-point conversion. 2:15 left to go here in this contest. Ellwood City Wolverines 44, your Bulldogs 6.
And I never thought about this, but I'm wondering if there may be like a rule or something like that where the kicking. Because I know I haven't been to many middle school games, but if I'm correct, I don't think they ever kick. I don't know if there are certain rules against that, or if there's some you might as well go for it every single time.
The rule book is only like 600 pages, so that'll give you
don't
something.
remind me.
That'll give you something to do
And if
before next week's game.
If you want to actually read those rule books are they are apps that you can download on your phone, and you can actually read them, and they are free. I don't recommend it. 600 some pages. Whew. I can get barely past 10.
So Dominic Hogue's out there. Got Matt Flumer out there. Number 32's out there. Tyler Smiley. Number 56, Luciano Gagrick. Number 14, Caden Daccio. Number 6, Gavin Partridge. Number 24, Alex Gridden. There's a squib kick taken there at about the 26-yard line. Makes the first man miss. Number 2 there to slow him down good. That was Dominic Hogue, and then a host of Wolverines were there to clean it up. 2 minutes left to go here in this contest. We will be back here, 4 or 5 weeks. 4 weeks, I think it is, Brad, as the varsity teams will match up.
And that game there, that's the only game. All of our games are on Friday nights, 7
Exactly.
o'clock. That's the only game that is a Saturday night, because that is technically Freedom's homecoming event. So they always bump that to a Saturday night. So that's the only change. Everything else, Friday night, 7 o'clock.
Right. Which, speaking of homecoming game will be next Friday night for our Ellwood City Wolverines, traveling to New Brighton this weekend. And then homecoming is next Friday. We will have details on the homecoming ceremony
Next week
on
or sometime
on
some point.
On Friday night. I think we'll know what
Right.
the plans are with all the social distancing and things.
We will say that they are planning something, though.
Yes,
they are
yes,
planning
and
something.
It's looking like it's going to be in the pregame type format.
Yep. So, running clock, even though it technically shouldn't be. Anyways, we'll let it go.
44-6.
You let a couple things go.
Wolverines. There's a hand off that right side. Slowed down there by number 6. Coming up, making a hit, and then pushed out of bounds after a gain. Number 20, Anthony Barbarillo on the tackle. Pickup of about 11 on the play. No, 9 on the play. Going to bring up a... We're going to give him 8 yards. Second down and 2.
Just about 30 seconds left here in this contest.
Handoff up the middle. Hit with authority. Get the maple syrup. We got pancakes on the field. Who made that hit? Wow. I got to see the replay. It happened. He hit him so fast I couldn't even see his number.
Wow. 2 seconds, 1, and that looks like that's it.
I think that was Anthony Barbarillo, but I'm not sure on that last hit. Okay, folks, that concludes our game this evening. 44-6, your Wolverines victorious over the Freedom Bulldogs. This was really the first night of play. Last week being a scrimmage, so the Wolverines will be 1-0. Moving on to next week's game. Well played game here by our Wolverines tonight. Thank you for listening, Brad. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, who was our star of the game tonight?
I think we're going to go with number. I'm going to go, in my opinion, he might be number 22.
Yeah.
In your program, but he's number 1 in your hearts. Elijah Palmer McCain ran all over the place tonight, threw the ball once, and had a kickoff return.
We can't even tell you the stats because they broke our stats system.
Yep. So, yep. If that's everything, we'll see you all Friday night, 6:45 kickoff. Coming from New Brighton.
The Lions.
Yes. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Have a good night, everybody. See you Friday night.